going more in depth to get you all the information you need to know. I'm Cassidy Mudd. Join us Fridays at 7 and Sundays at 1:30 on OETA for the Oklahoma News Report.
4, 3, 2.
So excited to have you. So we're hearing the word dynasty associated with this team. Is that hyperbole, or is that something that could be a real possibility?
I think that's going way too far, way too fast for right now. I think all of us here in Oklahoma City can focus on enjoying this championship that the Thunder just won, and it's obviously lightning in a bottle for any team that's able to win an NBA championship.
Okay, here, pro-country, not anti-government, but pro-country.
This is what democracy looks like.
Outside of the Oklahoma County Jail, questions are again being raised about ICE's role inside of the facility. Advocates are wanting ICE agents removed, while county officials say that cooperation is legal. Oklahoma State professor who is in she's actually in charge of the psychiatry.
The euthanasia rates is a huge problem, much bigger than most people in Oklahoma would expect. We have amazing rescues and shelters across Oklahoma who are just maxed out because there's so many stray dogs and cats going around as well.
Let's talk about what we're doing right. I mean, we're coming up against a lot of things, funding cuts, whatever else. What are we doing right? The vast majority of graves uncovered in this excavation appear not to be related to the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. Do we have any theories about why so many individuals were buried there in unmarked graves? About this incident, you're on in depth.
Glad to be on it.
So, Professor, by the year 2300, you've predicted that AI will have gone so far, have so many advancements, that'll take the population of 8 billion people today down to 100 million. How is this going to happen?
That's right, and as you can see behind me, the iconic A Christmas Story leg lamp. As Netflix works to reshape Hollywood, the future for legacy studios like Warner Brothers is becoming increasingly uncertain.
Okay, once again.
At the Greenwood School of Music inside Oklahoma State University, the sounds of Rachmaninoff and Brahms filled the halls. And so did the sound of inspiration.
Yeah, just the first variation.
The Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra spent several days on campus as part of a multi-day residency with the McKnight Center for the Performing Arts. The SPO made just 2 U.S. stops on this tour, Carnegie Hall and Oklahoma State University.
What we're trying to do here is to be a hub for art and culture activities for this region. How do we serve this part of the U.S.? By bringing programs here that you can't get anywhere else.
For Oklahoma State students, it was a rare chance to learn directly from some of the world's best. Across 13 different master classes, 20 musicians from the Seoul Philharmonic worked one-on-one with nearly 400 students. But for one student, it was a moment that will last forever.
It's just completely eye-opening, mind-blowing, just to sit in that hall and knowing that I've played in that hall, that I've conducted dress rehearsals in that hall, and then hear this ensemble of this caliber. I can't even really articulate how awesome it is, awesome in the truest sense of the word.
A first-year conducting master's student at OSU, Allison Rake stepped into her first ever master class with Jaap van Zweden, a global name in classical music and the music director of the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra. After her performance, Allison learned the maestro had praised her performance. Bravissimo, he said.
To know that as inexperienced and as young of a conductor as I am, as much of a student as I am, he thinks that what I did on that podium was great. Of course, there's so much to learn and so much to work on, but that's just it's a nice little boost of confidence and motivation to continue to push myself to do really excellent work.
That mentorship extended beyond the podium. where the Seoul Philharmonic's musicians spent hours guiding students through each phrase, helping them to find their sound and their confidence. Wayne Lin, a member and mentor with the Seoul Philharmonic, says it's just the kind of experience that reminds students how far music can take them.
I hope that this experience with kind of like these big groups with like a really high standard of music making will just be, just inspire them to see what's really, truly, like, I guess, possible with their instrument and with music.
Wayne says coming from another country brings a different perspective, new sounds, new styles, and a new way of seeing what music can be. For students here, it's a chance to learn how art connects across cultures and how those connections can grow into something bigger than a single performance. Real, lasting relationships between musicians and mentors.
That's what we're trying to do, is foster these really meaningful relationships. And when you're in the arts, that's really what is at the core of the work that you're doing, is it's very relationship-based.
The school is already starting to see the impact of that work. Students who first met these visiting artists just a few years ago are now studying with them abroad, performing professionally, and even subbing with major orchestras like the Chicago Symphony. And that's the point. Access that opens doors. The kind of support that young musicians count on.
We've been really lucky to have people who are not only incredibly gifted musicians, talented musicians, hardworking musicians, but really dedicated to teaching and communicating and fostering this next generation of people like me.
More important than the relationships built along the way is the music itself. The one thing that connects people, no matter where they're from.
Despite any difference of country or background, or it's just this, like I said, the music that we play is amazing. It's some of the greatest things, achievements by humans, and we can all, anyone can appreciate it and enjoy it together.
We can communicate so much through what we do with our instruments, what we do with our voices, what we do with our gesture. There isn't really anything else that you can do to communicate, the highest highs and lowest lows of humanity without speaking, and music is that thing.